I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But it's
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between our visitors and our home team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Josh Jacobs, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Check. Lucky. No.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout. Here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Carlson is good, And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Set. 5-8. 5-8. Watching you 5. Sammy.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Desmond King making the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the pass. Check. Opposite.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's got Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here we go. Mark 55.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
The Chargers take over. Let's go. Their own 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
21.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and a Charger first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 11. Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Benjamin's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A. Running on first down, Eckler. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
5-1. Hey, exit.
From the 22, Breeze. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He was brought down by Michael Davis. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 44-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come get some.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Going left side, it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And an alley to run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Carlson able to put this one through. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got it.
And now here is another and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football and everything else should.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Breeze now. He'll get this to Eckler. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Breeze. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Everson Griffin picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Well, now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, box truck, 55.
Bree's going to go on 4th down. And this is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
I know he ain't got it.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Try to run for it with Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Josh Jacobs his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly,
skyrocketed.
right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Let's go, boys. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Kill. 6-6, pull it high. Good.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And an alley to run. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Breeze. It's complete to Watt. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Breeze. Open man, it's Allen. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Jacobs now. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 4 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Breeze now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The intended receiver there, Allen, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Sammy! Hey, seam 6.
One final try here for Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys.